Hi, it's Pat, dietary supplement specialist here in Fort Atkinson. So today I want to talk a little bit about berberine. I've been getting lots of questions from people about berberine, whether it can truly help you with your appetite control or with weight loss in general. And the answer to that is sometimes and maybe, and it depends. So yes, it can help with blood sugar control. So it helps to keep your blood sugar from spiking. So that can be super helpful for people, especially if, they're kind of early on in trying to control their blood sugar. Not necessarily something that you'd want to take if you're already on metformin or if you're already on insulin, because then you may need to, adjust your medications based on taking that berberine. So it's really important for you to talk with your doctor about that before you would start berberine, because you may have to have other medications adjusted. Berberine also doesn't really play well with warfarin, so if you're on warfarin, probably not a good plan. Also, you want to talk with your doctor if you are already on a statin, because there can be some issues with that as well. So definitely important to have that conversation with your doc. You may need to have your medications adjusted. So the other thing that berberine does is it helps to trigger AMPK. AMPK is this enzyme that turns on your fat burning. So it helps to manage energy use. So yes, that can be super helpful with losing weight, but not as effective necessarily as like a GLP-1. And they work kind of differently. So a GLP-1 is giving your body that GLP-1 or glucagon-like peptide. So that's what that GLP-1 is going to kind of slow down your digestive system. You feel full longer. There's all kinds of things that go along with that GLP-1. So berberine, what it does is it kind of alters the gut bacteria in your body, which then may increase your own GLP-1 hormone that signals fullness to your brain. So they work a little bit different. And so that name sometimes people throw out there is nature's Ozempic, kind of a misnomer. It doesn't really work exactly the same. So as far as like making you feel not as hungry, yes, if it activates that AMPK, then it could make you feel full for longer. So that is true, but just to a certain extent. And so who would be a good candidate for berberine? So if I think about it, like somebody who is just found out that maybe their A1C is creeping up or their blood sugar is creeping up, right? But they're not ready for metformin yet. They are like, nope, I'm going to try to fix my diet. I'm going to exercise more. And maybe this is going to give you a little help along the way to support that while you're working on those lifestyle choices. That would be a good person, a great candidate for berberine. So CM Core is the product that we have here that has berberine and alpha lipoic acid in it. It's a great product. It can be super helpful if that's where you're at. If you're looking for weight loss, sometimes doing these two together can be super helpful, or sometimes this one actually by itself can be helpful for weight loss. Another one that's helpful for weight loss is actually Calicarb. This one does a really good job of making you feel satisfied longer, and for kind of getting rid of the food noise, kind of controlling that food noise. That one's super helpful for that. So there's lots of options for weight loss, but you still have to do the work. There's no magic supplement. There's no magic pill, really. You still have to, even if you're on a GLP-1 and you're losing weight on that, you still have to make the lifestyle changes so that, I always like to think about with weight loss, like if we are instead of eating 7 Twinkies in a day, we're only eating 1 Twinkie a day. We're still only eating Twinkies, right? We're still not getting all the nutrients that our body needs, okay? So we just really want to make sure that we're focusing on putting the good nutrients into our body, making sure we have our macros right. Macros would be like your proteins, your fats, your carbohydrates, making sure everything is where it should be. And then exercise. So making sure that you have you're working your body. If you don't challenge your body's going to challenge you back, and it's not going to be in a good way. So making sure you get good sleep. If you aren't sleeping well, it's going to be really hard for you to lose weight. So making sure that you have those things in alignment while you're using these other tools, that's what's really going to help you out. So if you have further questions, if you have questions about coaching, if you have questions about nutrition, stop down and see me. I'm more than willing to help you out. If you have questions about your medications, on whether some of these supplements and the medications that you're currently on are a good fit, absolutely stop down and talk with the pharmacist. They are happy to help. And if you are talking with your doctor and your doctor wants to know more about the supplements that you're interested in taking, I am more than willing to have that conversation to help your doctor understand what it is that's in the supplement that you're wanting to take. So whatever it is, stop down, ask us whatever questions you have, and we're happy to help you out.